Myself some seam allowance. And it's coming across, excuse me, like dots, you know, on the road. It's not giving me a straight line, just to give people a heads up, like, don't expect your fabric marker. I mean, unless there's something I'm doing wrong. But it's going through and it's just dot, 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 dot. All right, so now we're gonna put that back where it goes. And I'm gonna break out my trusty dusty rotary cutter. Ooh, Lord, have mercy. Don't you do it. We save scraps around here. You never know what you could use that for. That could be for the cups on a corset. Taking my time. Evidently I didn't. Come on now. All right, so that's the fabric. The bodice cut out. Let's open it up. See what we working with. Ooh, I love it. All right, so now we're gonna pin it to the mannequin. Get it out the way. Getting serious when it's time to put this thing on. I like that better on that side. So then you pin it, place it and pin it. It'll stay with just one, pin in it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put 2. Okay. Now let's make another one of those. Or should I put a zipper in? I'm not going to put it. That's stretchy. All right. So now we're going to make sure that we use, I'm going to use that same little fabric up here in this area. I'm learning to be resourceful with my material. Normally I would have went to the other end just to make sure I had plenty of space, but I got plenty of space. We're going to place this on here, and do I want to change anything about that? I think I want to go up a little bit. So instead of me going all the way down here on this neckline, I'm going to stop right here to give it more of a back look. All right, and I'm not going to trace it this time because I feel pretty confident that I'm going to give myself the proper seam allowance, that I'm going to give myself the proper patience, and I know my utensil is very sharp, so I don't have to worry about that. There we go. You see how I stopped there? That's more than seam allowance right there. That's a back. All right. Now I'm going to get my fabric scissors for the little pieces that don't want to come apart. I'm sorry. Do I got y'all all the way back there? Y'all can't see nothing. All right. Just nip that. Nip that. And nip that. Feels like it's always 3 pieces that I have to do that to. Let's go over here to the mannequin. the dress form. You know, I had a chance at buying one of these when I first started selling on Poshmark. Buying a mannequin to help with the, let's see. Oh, Lord. Did I cut the wrong fabric? Because this looked like the back. Okay, no, I was doing it right. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. So, make sure I do that over there. And this time I'm going to make sure that I line up the top of these, if I can. Yep. Just to make sure that that's as even as possible. But yeah, but I didn't think I needed a mannequin for selling clothes on Poshmark. I thought it was a big, bulky, expensive, unnecessary item. But apparently, in life, you run across multiple reasons to have a mannequin. You know what would be cute on this? A keyhole. A keyhole back. Instead of a zipper. Something that shows a little bit of back skin. Y'all are so patient with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I mean, I'm not going to give it the back hole. I'm excited about these little, I got some thin zippers that will go good with this. But I don't know, we shall see. Because again, this is a lightweight stretchy material. So now I'm gonna pin the sides up. I guess I can turn it. Pin the sides together. All right, let's continue. So now we are going to work on the skirt part. Oh, that looked nasty. Okay, slide this on up. Now the skirt part, honestly, right now, I'm wondering, because I don't know, I'm wondering if I need to, I should definitely do this on this side with the fold on that side, right? We're going to find out together, ain't we? Find out if I was right. So, I don't know why I think I might need 4 of these. You know? Turning it this way. Because, let me give you an answer for why I think that's what I should do. I'm going to bring it down some more because I want to put some elastic and bring it down some more. I want to put some elastic as a waistband. Just makes sense, right? So, the reason why I flipped it over is because if this is the fold of the material on this side, that means once I finish, I open it up, this is going to be the edges with the round hip curve motion. We're going to do it like that. That's how we're going to do it. All right, let's start the tracing process. This time using our fabric marker. I'm going to bring y'all in a little bit closer. Okay. Remember, all this is going to be for the waist and the seam allowance. So we're going to start over here. Okay, that wasn't real bright. And we're going to wrap it up here. All right. Now, how am I going to remember? I'm going to have to trace the fabric when it comes to doing the other side, because this is totally ignoring the pattern. All right, and I'm going to slide over here. Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's move that. Now let's look at our work. All right. Open her up. And we just gonna need two sides. I'm gonna have to do that one more time, because that definitely looks big enough. Definitely. Sorry guys, apparently I forgot to move the camera so that you could see how I finished tracing that. But most of you are professional seamstress and sewers anyway. So I was wondering if a seamstress is for a woman and a tailor is for a man. Does anybody know? I mean, you don't have to Google it or anything, because I don't really care that much. But the question was brought to me, and I was like, you know what? I was like, no, that's not. I was like, a seamstress can be man or woman. But I really don't know, to be honest with you. All right, so now I'm pinning this. Trying to, rather. And this is a little big because it wraps. Then again, I'm not going to gauge it by that, because the mannequin is smaller than me. And plus, it's more on that side than this side. I'm going to correct that real quick. Ain't no being lazy in sewing. There's no such thing as being lazy when you're a seamstress. You got to get it done, get it done. You got to redo. You got to take some hem out, take some thread out, take some thread out. You got to call them back for alterations, call them back for alterations. I haven't got that far yet, but I'm walking by faith. I'm going to get there. I just pray that my clientele is the kind that like to pay. Okay. They don't mind spending a pretty penny. Not that I would charge a pretty penny, because clothing should be very much affordable. Affordable. I'm just going to pin this because it's asking to be pinned. You get a better visual of what you're doing when you pin as you go. That's what I found out. That's what I find to be the truth. Okay. So that's that. Let me see. Okay. Let's go. Let me show y'all. I may make that skirt shorter. Don't even trip. Okay, so now we are doing the other side of the skirt. The skirt. We want to remember that we gave ourselves a huge space for the elastic waistband. So we want to take that into consideration, and that we also gave ourselves room for a hem at the bottom. I'm going to line them up. Okay, line them up and lay them out. Sound like some advice some of our parents gave us growing up. Line them up and lay them out. Anybody mess with you, you line them up and lay them out. That's not always the best advice. Nowadays, as I've, grown into the woman I'm going to be, which I'm still growing into the woman I'm going to be, But I realized that calling the police is the best alternative. Stay a lady. Stay ladylike. Call the police. Don't be out there fighting. Okay, so let me get my tools, because it was on this side. So since we don't have a fold anymore, we can't even worry about a fold, because we ain't got one. So we're going to put this on here. We're going to leave all this up here because it was about 3 inches of space, which I believe that's 3 inches. Yep. 3 inches up there. So we're just going to go from here. And, oh, Jesus, I can get a little closer. Now we're going to tear this off. Well, not tear it off because it should already come off. All right. Now we're going to put pins in this. Oh, Jesus, we out of pins. We're going to put pins in this while it's fresh in our mind. Can you guys see? Let me make y'all closer. Y'all don't mind getting close to y'all. All right, let me lift that up. I think I'm gonna move that shoe rack, you guys, because I don't want distractions in my video. So that's the outside. We want to make sure we pin it correctly. Yeah, that's the. Yep, okay. So, remember the camera is way up here, so that's how I'm gonna do it. And perch those up like they're ready to kiss, and put the pins in there. Don't lay them flat on each other. You want beautiful seams. I guess if you do it like this, that's the same, huh? That's the same equivalency. And I'm not gonna do all these on camera because again, I'm trying to shorten these videos, give y'all the meat and the bones. Not the bones. The meat and the potatoes of what I'm doing. You know, sometimes I have them long videos and it's like I'm giving y'all the broth, the preparation, what I'm throwing out, giving y'all too much. So I'm gonna stop right there because that's a nice prime example of all right, family. So now I'm just gonna pin this to the back. I know this isn't I'm not head over heels in love with this pattern or this fabric, but it's a good starter piece, especially for a skirt and top, like a two-piece. But yeah, I'm definitely not excited as I was with the other green dress. I've already had, like, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 negative thoughts about it, but I need to learn. And until I get it down, honey, unfavorable fabric is just going, that should be the name of my brand. Not playing. Unfavorable fabric. But, yeah, so I'm just going to keep going. Who knows? Maybe the and see, that's not even in the center. Or maybe it is in the center. The mannequin's just thin. Look like it's the same length and everything. All right, so now it's time to start sewing, I think. I should work on the interfacing to give it more structure. I should do that now. I should. I'm just going to sew. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trace it first. So this is giving a good example This is the interfacing I bought from Joann's. She said it was new. I'm looking for signs that it has been open. I guess. Anyway, we're going to continue on. This is Pellon Woven Stretch Fusible. I don't think she knew what she was. Wait a minute. Because I don't want nothing you got to iron on to it. I want something you sew onto it. And she said that this was, I don't know. Like I said, she said it was unopened, so. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable putting that on this. Maybe it should be certain areas, like maybe just the boob area, and probably the certain areas. Okay, let me figure this out. Give me a second. All right, so this is the interfacing that I'm going to do, and it's basically just lining. So and it doesn't have to be every inch of it. I know that, because it's only covering up certain parts. So I'm going to stop here. I hope y'all can see that. Give myself some sewing allowance. And I'm going to start up here. Just going to slide off this table. I already know. I'm going to use my rotary cutter. All right. What? How is the interfacing able to withstand the rotary cutter more than fabric? This is thinner. This is weird. It's different. Okay, so if you guys have any tips on interfacing, I would love to hear them. So this is this. I'm going to do another one of these, and then we're going to do one for the top. I feel like this could be used for the collar and the chest area. Definitely the neckline, not the collar, the neckline. So we're going to pull this down. Fire keeps on burning. I can't hold my peace. All right. Fire keeps on. Come on now. Just put that right on there like that. And we're going to use our rotary cutter again. Whoa. I thought I just didn't go press hard enough the first time, but nah, this is a thing. That rotary cutter ain't got nothing on this interface. I wonder if interfacing the cause for some clothing to need to be dry cleaned and some not to. It can get a run in it just like a stocking. Did y'all see that? Anyway, so let's we'll flip it inside out, and nah, we should do that now. We should put this on there now. All right. All right. So they call it the ugly side. The ugly side is a little bit more dull, so I can tell the difference that way. So I'm gonna flip that there, And I'm going to, excuse me, I'm getting all nervous. This interfacing costs $21. I don't know why I'm acting like it's diamonds, diamond crusted. $21. I need to calm down. I'm about to break out into a cold sweat. Nervous about putting this on the right way. You tiptoeing up out of here? Aw. I'm sorry. All right, so now we're going to trying to be as resourceful with this fabric as possible. I know I want to have it. Let me sit in the car. Yeah? Okay. Turn the porch light on. Love you. You don't want to take the dog with you? No. You heard that, Poseidon. You heard that. Remember who butters your bread. All right. So, I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off of here. And I'm going to cut this in halves. Two wrongs don't make it right. Drive safely. Love you more. Somebody love me. Okay, so we're going to pin that up there. And we're going to pin this up here. All right. Now I realize that sewing this is going to make it look a certain way here, which brings me to my next point. We're going to go ahead and put some bust darts in here. I got excited because I realized I was talking slow, and talking slow is not cool when you're about to run out of space. Well, I don't want to run out of space. And I'm just going to pinch this up like this. All right. And I want to see if that's on this side and that's on that side. This is definitely too low. I think I had it right the first time. Which I really should measure, because now it's up too high. But it's just fabric, right? This bust dart is perfect. It's coming down. That's what I'm gonna do. It's coming down. There we go. That was the difference. Okay, so now we're going to take this off. We're going to take it to the sewing machine. Probably an orange thread. No, not an orange thread. Anyway, so let's see. Did I want to put both of these in the back? I mean, because I got two sides, right? Two, yeah. But it's only a certain part that needs to be lined for structure. But isn't that going to take away from the stretch? Because it's not as stretchy. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it on both sides. We don't want to be weebling and wobbling in church. That's not what God has called us to do. All right, so we're going to position these like so. That's a little extra interfacing going on there. I guess I need a little extra whatever right there. So now let's just go ahead and pin this in position. Yeah, that interfacing, I definitely see how if you don't do it right, you've significantly taken the stretch or the extra room away. But I think we'll be okay. If not, my sister's in town and I can just give it to her. I'm the baby sister, but I'm bigger than she is. She does a good job of, I guess the Navy did that. She retired from the Navy and she, okay, I probably shouldn't mention too much of her business, but she does a good job of staying in shape. Moving right along. I should be doing this off camera. So you'll notice that in one of those clips, I was putting the pins, instead of sticking them on my pin cushion, I was just putting them in a container because it was going a little quicker that way. All right, so we are done pinning. Let's go sew, and I'm gonna do that off camera. This is what I have. I don't know how it ended up looking like this. I really don't. But it is sewn, excuse me, around the parameters up through here. And I'm not sure how this is going to make the skirt fall or look because it's stopping right there and not down here. Because you can see the thread through the other side. But it's sewn all through here and up here. So it's not sewn here. Poseidon, stop it. It's not sewn here. Let's turn it around so that you can see the thread a little bit. I need to cut some of the thread off because I hadn't done that yet. I wanted to get it stitched, but now I feel like maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna go ahead and stitch this, both halves of the skirts together, and then I'll try it on. The elastic waistband on the skirt. Now, I probably should watch some videos on how to do this first. I probably should. I'm gonna fold that over. Put a pin in it. Now, obviously, you don't want the elastic to be loose, so I will stop it before it becomes completely finished. I mean, before I finish this process. But I'm definitely I mean, because this is the process. This has to be the process. It's elastic. I've worn a hoodie a time or two. I know that there's elastic around the face of the hoodie. And I know that if you pull it, it gets tighter. So that's my logic. So I'm getting the word in while I'm doing this. So there's some parts that I'm not recording because I am listening to Full Gospel Holy Temple in Dallas. All right. And I feel like I should stop there. No, I'm going to keep going. It'll come to me what to do, how to finish it. Let's go ahead and sew that together. I laid the elastic on the inside of there, and I went right over the elastic at the beginning of this stitch. I went right over it this way. I turned the skirt this way, and I went zoop. Yeah, I'm gonna show you at the end how I seal it. But and now I'm going through and I'm just like stitching the elastic in there. Does that make sense? Anyway. I'm not necessarily trying to find the elastic and run over it, but I did run over it intentionally for that first stitch to make sure it didn't come out. Okay, so now we're getting to the end of it, and I'm just going to try this, pull this around my waist and see how much of this I need to cut off. Okay, so this is the skirt with the elastic in it. This end, again, I thought it was sealed. Where's the elastic going? Oh, okay, yeah, I did. I sealed it. There's like a 1/2 inch that's like hanging over the sealed part. So I'm just gonna put this around here like this. And before I close it, let me look to see how I want it to fit. And this is gonna need some lining here because you can see leg print. I don't know. I don't know. I may not waste any more interfacing. It don't look good, y'all. It don't look good. So just pulling it tighter, but also giving it room to, needs to come down a little bit more right there. So now I'll be paying more attention to the length of elastic when I buy it. So I'm just gonna cut this off so I know that I don't, that's all I need. Why'd you make the mannequin that short? So this is,
needed a shoulder to cry out. What do you mean?
so this is the skirt. The elastic is elasticing, okay? Did I not stitch that right? Oh well. So I'm gonna make it, this is the side that has not insulation. What is that called? I just said it. Infusion. Anyway, so that's the skirt. I did do a hem around it. And now I'm going to go ahead and take this off the mannequin, stitch both sides. Y'all don't need to see that. That's going to make for a long video. And I'm going to leave the back open for a possible zipper. I don't know yet. Okay, so this is what the outfit is looking like right now. This is the elastic. I may need to put some, like right there. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and put some darts right here. Then again, does it need it? I just want to. So this is a long video. I realize that. But where should I put the darts in the back? seam is straight down the back. Wow, how is that possible? All right, so let's sew these darts in, then I'm done. Last thing I'm gonna do, I think, is cut this into a column. Like it is, it's basically, you just cut the excess off, and then I'm gonna put a bunch of darts in it, and I'm gonna put it up here. So like, what is that called? So it's gonna give some texture to the outfit, and it's going to camouflage, because I went ahead and sewed down the interfacing. So after I sewed down the interfacing, it just kind of showed that it wasn't cut even, it wasn't sewn even. So this is going to be a distraction. All things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and that are the called according to his purpose. So we're just going to go ahead and do that and stitch that on there, and it's going to give it some personality. Oh, also, I took the skirt in. I'm tired. I took the skirt in on both sides, and I didn't cut anything off. I just took it in. So if you can see the seams, it looks really nice. I sewed a little bit more on the armhole. So the armholes, I have to figure that out. I probably could take this in. I should take that in. But I want to be able to wear this to church tomorrow. With a blazer, of course. With a blazer. I have the perfect blazer for it. Anyway, let's finish. So this is how I do my sleeves. I'm not going to show y'all the whole process for the sake of the long video. I folded this in 4s. All right, so this is the shape of sleeves in general. 1. Okay. 2, 3, and 4. I might be able to leave that like that and just sew around here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sew around here. So I'm gonna leave this part to be able to attach it to, glad I checked that, to be able to attach it to the shirt. All right. Okay, guys, so this is the outfit. This is it. Forgive me, I don't have any lotion on right now. It's just not focused too much. Just get the gist of the outfit. So I added sleeves, like I said. My phone died, so I wasn't able to show the making of the sleeves because I wanted to have this done. So I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong right here, okay? And also, I like how the sleeves drape down. I would like to know what stops that. I guess if I don't do that little, anyway. When I sewed the bow on there, you guys didn't see that. And I spreaded it out for more coverage. And put that seam right in there. Yeah, so the arms are, oh, okay, it's a hole right there. I took that out because it was like connected with this right here. It was connected with that. And it was cutting off, it was making it even tighter, and I couldn't stretch. And But this is perfect. This seam right here, I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, it's not perfect, but I stitched it. Anyway, I stitched it the outside end where it was up like this, and then I went, you know, instead of it laying like this and then stitching it, and then when you turn it over, you have flaps of material. So this is what I believe I'm going to wear tomorrow. That's why I was gonna make it sleeveless. But okay, so that's the outfit. I love that it hits right below the knee. Can y'all, let me make sure y'all can see that. I just want to make sure that y'all can see the ashy legs. But no, I want to make sure that you can see the below the knee. How it just gives, like, you know, Barbie. Remember when we played with our Barbies when we were girls? Assuming that, you know, I shouldn't assume that. Maybe there's some men watching. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I'm tired.